Week 2 of the Texas high school volleyball season kicks off tonight from Boerne as the undefeated Boerne Greyhounds look for a 3-0 start of the season and a matchup against the Blanco Panthers. Good evening and welcome inside of Greyhound Gym. We bring you Texas high school volleyball on the Greyhound Sports Network. The return of sports has been handled well so far here in South Texas. Just last week, Boerne played a pair of matches, picking up sweeps over Comfort and Jordanton. Well, the Blanco Panthers were also getting in 2 doubleheaders and come into tonight's match looking to snap a 2-match losing streak. Coming up, we'll have first serve as Boerne looks to stay perfect on the young season as they aim for a 3-0 start to 2020. Back with that after this on the Greyhounds Sports Network.
What's up, boys?
Time to talk ball.
Let's talk about the Nationals. Pitching is still king. We got to get Mike Trout in the playoffs.
The Yankees are very loaded.
He wants to win that Cy Young, and he's going to win that Cy Young.
Do you like pimping home runs?
I love all that stuff. Sometimes you got to let them know who hit it.
Watch FS1, GVTC, channel 515.
No matter what they want.
I am obsessed with ostrich feathers.
I love a ball gown, a lot of bling. Bling, bling, bling.
They can't say I do until they say yes.
Yes! Woo!
When the dress is the right dress, all the rules go out the window.
Say yes to the dress. Saturdays at 8 on TLC.
Watch TLC, GVTC, channel 553.
At QVC, we know shopping because we're shoppers too.
We know sometimes you want to treat others, and sometimes you just want to treat yourself.
We know it's the little things that make a house a home.
And we know what it's like to budget. It's why we started Easy Pay, so you can enjoy what you want now and pay over time with 0% interest.
We created QVC for shoppers like us and like you. QVC, by shoppers for shoppers.
Flavor Town Market, where chefs courageously battle in games such as 5 ingredients or less, Frozen Food Feud, and the Food Wheel. All yearn to taste victory.
That's crazy.
But only one will be a champion in the aisles of Guy's Grocery Games. All new, Wednesday night at 9 on Food Network.
Watch Food Network, GVTC, channel 563.
Barnwood Builders is all new and bringing out their Sunday best.
We didn't get dressed up for nothing.
Every old barn unlocks new stories.
This is the initial of his great-great-grandfather.
History can't save itself, but they can.
To save it, it feels good right here.
An all-new Barnwood Builders, Sunday night at 9, only on DIY Network.
Watch DIY, GVTC, channel 126.
See the bloom like that, man, it's just the best feeling in the world, you know?
It makes us want to continue to be their voice.
Watch Animal Planet, GVTC, channel 552.
What's up, boys?
Time to talk ball.
Let's talk about the Nationals. Pitching is still king. We got to get Mike Trout in the playoffs.
The Yankees are very loaded.
He wants to win that Cy Young, and he's going to win that Cy Young.
Do you like pimping home runs?
I love all that stuff. Sometimes you got to let them know who hit it.
Watch FS1, GVTC, channel 515.
no matter what they want.
I am obsessed with ostrich feathers.
I love a ball gown. A lot of bling. Bling, bling, bling.
They can't say I do until they say yes.
Yes!
When the dress is the right dress, all the rules go out the window.
Say yes to the dress. Saturdays at 8 on TLC.
Watch TLC, GVTC, channel 553.
At QVC, we know shopping because we're shoppers too.
We know sometimes you want to treat others, and sometimes you just want to treat yourself.
We know it's the little things that make a house a home.
And we know what it's like to budget. It's why we started Easy Pay, so you can enjoy what you want now and pay over time with 0% interest.
We created QVC for shoppers like us. And like you. QVC, by shoppers, for shoppers.
Flavor Town Market, where chefs courageously battle in games such as 5 ingredients or less, Frozen Food Feud, and the Food Wheel. All yearn to taste victory.
That's crazy.
But only one will be a champion in the aisles of Guy's Grocery Games. All new, Wednesday night at 9 on Food Network.
Watch Food Network, GVTC, channel 563.
Boerne Builders is all new and bringing out their Sunday best.
We didn't get dressed up for nothing.
Every old barn unlocks new stories.
This is the initial of his great-great-grandfather.
History can't save itself, but they can.
To save it, it feels good right here.
An all-new Boerne Builders, Sunday night at 9, only on DIY Network.
Watch DIY, GVTC, channel 126.
And welcome back inside of Greyhound Gym, ready for the start of tonight's match between the Boerne Greyhounds and the Blanco Panthers. Again, Boerne out to a 2-0 start this season. The Greyhounds swept Comfort in the season opener last Tuesday, followed by a 3-0 win over Jordanton on Friday. Strong serving and defense for the Greyhounds, courtesy of Addison Amick, had 7 aces in the 2 wins last week. Also played very good defensively, led the team in digs in those 2 wins. Great setting by Madison Jones. All but 7 of the team's assists in the 2 sweeps in those 2 wins. Before we continue, we're going to now step aside for the playing of our national anthem here on the Greyhound Sports Network. And with that, again, we're about ready to get things started here between Boerne and Blanco. We're talking about the 2 sweeps for the Greyhounds last week. Again, very good service and defense from Addison Amick. Really good setting by Madison Jones. The offense was led by Lauren Roberts, who had 18 kills to lead the team in the wins over Comfort and Jordanton. Looking at the Blanco Panthers, they're out to a 1-3 start. Last Tuesday, Blanco opened the season by splitting a doubleheader. They lost to Boerne but bounced back to beat Fredericksburg. That was followed, though, by getting swept in a doubleheader on Friday against Canyon Lake and against Peaster. Right now, the introductions are being made for these two teams. Just look at the Blanco Panthers. Presley Young, the number 5, you just saw exchanging high fives with teammates, named All-District last year, along with Olivia Ashley, who you just saw wearing the number 7. Also look for Emily LaRue. There she is, number 10, one of 3 players named All-District in 25 3A back in 2019. You look at the story of these two programs from a year ago. Blanco wound up winning 26 matches, going 26-16, reached the postseason for a 25th consecutive year. The Boerne Greyhounds won 22 matches of their own a year ago, qualifying for the postseason for the 9th year in a row and reaching the second round for a second consecutive season. Addison Amick, who we spoke about, you saw her run through the line. She's wearing the purple libero jersey, All-District a year ago, averaging more than 2 digs per set. There's Kendra Schwartz, number 4, a senior who had over 14 blocks as a junior a year ago. You'll also see a handful of first-year varsity players on this Greyhound team, to include Riley Jones right there, number 8 for Boerne. A lot to replace from a year ago. Boerne, again, a playoff team, winning 22 matches in the regular season, had 7 all-district seniors on the 2019 roster, to include all-state selection Jasmine Nelson. So Boerne is locked and reloaded, although there are 3 all-district players back. One of them, Lauren Roberts, just ran through the introductory lines. Number 15, the sophomore, earning those honors as a freshman last year, finishing 3rd of the team in kills per set, and again 18 kills so far through 6 sets here in 2020. The head coach of the Blanco Panthers is Jane Carnes. For the Boerne Greyhounds, Tisha Pettibon, who is approaching 400 career wins now in her 12th season on the Greyhound sideline. And there she is, masked up. Boerne has certainly been doing everything they can to take as much caution as possible when talking about the safety protocols. In an article released by the San Antonio Express-News last week, Coach Pettibon said that, look, we want to play, so we're going to do whatever it takes to play. We're going to do exactly, again, what is needed. You see the players on the court have the gator masks ready to be lifted up once they return to the bench. And something you'll see today is a lack of high fives. You see it there, Boerne players exchanging elbow bumps instead. Kendra Schwartz, in that same Express News article, saying that we have to play every game like it's our last because we don't know if we're going to get in an entire season. But the Greyhounds are doing their part to ensure that as much as possible. You will also see by game's end, matches end, there will not be an exchange of high fives between the two teams. A simple wave of the hands when everything is said and done. The Greyhounds in white tonight as the home team, and the visiting Blanco Panthers in their royal blue. After tonight, by the way, Boerne at home again to wrap up a season-opening 4-match homestand. They will take on the Hondo Owls. A match we'll have for you coming up on the Greyhound Sports Network with a 6 p.m. first serve. By the way, Boerne has owned this matchup. The Greyhounds have never lost to Blanco, a perfect 9-0. That includes a 4-set victory over the Panthers in this building a year ago. First serve belongs to Blanco. We're underway. Good hit from the left side. There's Lauren Roberts, the sophomore. Again, all-district as a freshman a year ago. As coach Tisha Pettibon coaches on from the sidelines. And serve is coming up for Boerne for the first time tonight. is Taylor Adams, the junior. Jump serve off the tape, received by Blanco. And that time the Roberts hit into the net, and Blanco has scored for the first time on this Tuesday night. Again, the Panthers split a doubleheader last Tuesday, and then got swept in a doubleheader against two quality teams in Kenya Lake and Peaster on Friday. J.C. Glore serves now for the Panthers. Their libero wearing the white jersey tonight. Glore keeps it alive, and a free ball now for Boerne. Roberts scores again. That's her second kill and a 2-1 Boerne lead. Mention again the loss a year ago of All-State selection. Jasmine Nelston averaged close to 4 kills per set, was the team leader. Roberts is leading that category so far in the young 2020 season. Here's the whistle. And point will go to Boerne. And the Greyhounds take a 3-1 lead. Kinder Schwartz, the senior on service now for Boerne. From behind the 6-foot line, there's the kill for Carly Romero. Senior on the play there for Blanco. One of a handful of seniors for head coach Jane Carnes. As Lily Porter gets her chance to serve. Roberts again, not denied that time. Good play, the double team of Presley Young and Rayleigh Ferris for Blanco. Ties the match, ties the set at 3-3. Blanco struggled a bit in non-district play a year ago, going 12 and 14, but a very strong showing in 25 3A play, going 14-2, good for a second place finish in 2019. The only hiccups against Johnson City, the team no longer in Blanco's district. Little back set, there's the whistle and a double hit. The call, and we're tied again. Boerne last year in non-district 14-19, but recovered to play very well in 28 4A, going 8-2. Free ball for Blanco. And there's a kill for the right side for the Panthers. Rayleigh Ferris, the senior, gives Blanco his first lead of the match. Again, there are scheduling restrictions this year. According to the UIL guidelines, you're limited to 25 matches. And that includes your district season. Little dump play for Blanco. The Greyhounds sniff that out. Little jump set. And a point for the Panthers. Emily LaRue on the kill. Good setup from Olivia Ashley, all-district setter in 2019. And that is now 3 unanswered for the Panthers. Make it 4 in a row. And a 7-4 Blanco lead. The Greyhounds will play a total of 15 non-district matches, 15 scheduled, and they will open 28 4A play at home on September 22nd, 5 weeks away against Wimberley. Nice play defensively in the back row for Presley Young, but the Panthers can't return. And the Greyhounds in that scoring run for the Panthers. Rotations for Boerne. Jasmine Phillips and McKenna Mann in. A couple of first-year varsity players for the Greyhounds. 2 of the 5 first-year varsity players for head coach Tisha Pettibon. student section getting into it here at Greyhound Gym. Trying to go cross court. Roberts able to sneak that one in. That's her third kill already. And there are the students sitting behind the Boerne bench. Greyhound Gym, a very good home court advantage for Boerne a year ago. Good save there by LaRue for Blanco. That shot is out. It was not touched by the Panthers. And Roberts denied her fourth kill. Lead back out to 3 for the Panthers as Ferris is set to serve here for the Panthers. Standing serve, too strong. And there is a discrepancy right now. The scoreboard on the gym and the one you're seeing on the screen. Scoreboard here reads 8-7 in favor of Blanco. It's a point for Boerne. And now we'll get things straightened out. And yes, the score is tied 8-8. As Boerne serves again, here's Amick. Again, 7 aces in the 2 sweeps last week. But they're the service there, and the Panthers have their 9th point. The center, Olivia Atchley, whose younger sister Jenna is also on the team. Serve again too strong from the Panthers. Front line now for the Greyhounds. Lauren Roberts up there along with Jasmine Phillips and Kendra Schwartz. There's Madison Jones, the sophomore setter, all district last year, averaging more than 5 assists per set on service for Boerne, and she will serve again. The Greyhounds as a team last week in the 2 sweeps had 58 assists across those 6 sets. Jones responsible for 51 of them. And the Greyhounds have their first lead since 4-3. Actually set up. The shot, though, blocked by Boerne. That ball's going to sail out of bounds. And the Greyhounds a 2-point advantage. Good eyes here from Roberts. As you see the block early on in that volley. And Roberts lays off that last hit from Glore. Greyhounds up 11-9. 12-9 now as Coach Carnes calls for timeout. Timeout taken by Blanco with Boerne on top by 3. Well, again, the Greyhounds playing in match 3 of a season-opening 4-match homestand, which concludes this Friday as Boerne hosts the Hondo Owls at 6 p.m. here from Greyhound Gym. A match we'll have for you on the Greyhounds Sports Network. And a lot more coverage coming your way throughout the fall. More Greyhound volleyball and football on the way here on GSN. The Greyhounds break their huddle. Blanco wrapping up their timeout as Boerne is surged back in front. Blanco took a 3-point lead. Greyhounds on top by 3 right now, 12-9. A team that is again out to a 2-0 start. Sweeps last week over Comfort and Jordanton. Boerne still serving. It's Madison Jones. One of the 3 returning all-district players from last year. Boerne had 10 as a team, 7 of them seniors. So Madison Jones, Addison Amick, and Lauren Roberts, the 3 all-district returnees for the Greyhounds here in 2020. A bump set to the back row. Free ball for Blanco. From the left side. Good save there defensively from the Greyhounds. One of the longer volleys we've had tonight. Dumb play again. Sniffed out by Boerne, and the Greyhounds score the point. Greyhounds getting some separation now, on top by 5. There you see that great play from the back row from Madison Jones. As she serves again. Well, the teammates of Carly Romero were screaming out, but Romero unable to react quickly enough. A serve that would have landed out of bounds. Instead, off her hands as Jones continues to serve for Boerne. Took something off that serve, and the Panthers caught off guard. Eight unanswered scored by Boerne. So there, Jones went back to the fastball. Too much on it. Scoring run over for Boerne, and Blanco trying to get something going here. The Panthers have dug themselves a 6-point hole as Emily LaRue serves for Blanco. Cross-court setup. Another big swing from Lauren Roberts. And just like that, the Greyhounds have service back on the rotations. Boerne will send Tana Lux and Tori Adams back in. Adams second of the team in kills after last week with a dozen. As Lux, first-year varsity player, serves for the first time. That was a difficult pass behind the head of Carly Romero. And another timeout called for by Coach Carnes. 18-10 Boerne lead. A look inside the Greyhound huddle. The timeout again called by Blanco. This is an experienced group. Again, 3 returning all-district players in the Panthers. A total of 8 seniors on this year's team. Panthers have been a very good program over the years. 25 straight appearances in the postseason a couple of years ago. Blanco was a region semifinalist back in 2014, a region finalist. Last year, they were a set away from advancing to the area round, lost to Comfort in 5 sets to open up the postseason. So the Panthers have exhausted their 2 timeouts here in the first set. And Boerne 7 points away from a 1-0 lead. As Lux serves again. The jump serve just outside that back left corner. Good eyes there for the back row for the Panthers. And Blanco serving again. It's J.C. Glore. Shortest player on the roster, 5'4". Roberts again. What a first set she has had. Lauren Roberts just kind of laying it await there off the perfect setup from her teammate, Madison Jones. And Boerne now on top by 8, back down to 7-point lead on the service error. Well, Roberts has taken over this first set from the Greyhounds. And Blanco's got the piece together, a 4 or 5-point rally here. Down 7 with Boerne 6 points away. Standing service over. Shot got blocked, but Blanco a chance to return. And they're able to. That shot not returned. Tori Adams with a kill for Boerne. And the lead is back up to 8 as Roberts now serves for the Greyhounds. Well beyond the back line. That's playable. But Blanco unable to return it. Yeah, watching the JV match before the start of the varsity match, and it's house rules here. If the volleyball hits the raised basketball goals, the ball is still in play. That goes for the light fixtures, for the railings up above. Ball hits anything, you can play off of it. Good play made by Emily LaRue. Now free ball for Boerne. Good defense there again from Blanco. Lily Porter on that play. But that shot from the middle too strong. And Boerne on top by 10. Blanco had a 9-8 lead. All Boerne since then. Lead down to 9 as Presley Young takes the ball. All district player from last year prepares to serve here for the Panthers, down 9. Off the tape, good serve. And double hit will be the call here. So 2 straight scored by Blanco. And it's 22-14. Standing serve, good shot. And way too much on that hit from the sophomore Adams. Lead is down to 7. Nice little run here for Blanco. But the Greyhounds still just 3 points away from a 1-0 lead. Adams again. Off the fingertips, yes, that's the call. Off the fingertips of Emily LaRue. It's now a 23-15 lead. Adams back at the sideline. And you may notice when Boerne players go to the sideline, again instead of high fives, it's elbow bumps. Greyhounds doing everything they can in terms of social distancing. Off the service there. It's Rayleigh Ferris serving for the Panthers. The jump serve is over. Cross court setup. Good shot from the left, Emily LaRue. Blanco playing better as of late, as they've cut this lead down to 6. Another good play from Porter. LaRue again. Greyhounds in position. Good shot, left side hit from Bridget Brock. Her sister Brianna, one of those 10 all-district players from last year, one of the 7 seniors. And now it's set point for Boerne. Amick on service. And that'll end it. Or no, now our up official is going to rule that Bridget Brock touched it. They're going to say that she touched the net. That's the ruling. So the set continues. Now 24-18. And that'll end it. So Boerne so far has played 7 sets this season. They have yet to lose 1. Greyhounds on top after 1 here tonight over Blanco. Start of the second set coming up after this on the Greyhounds Sports Network.
What's up, boys?
Time to talk ball.
Let's talk about the Nationals. Pitching is still king. We got to get Mike Trout in the playoffs.
The Yankees they're loaded. He wants to win that Cy Young, and he's going to win that Cy Young.
Do you like pimping home runs?
I love all that stuff. Sometimes you got to let them know who hit it.
Watch FS1, GVTC, channel 515.
No matter what they want.
I am obsessed with ostrich feathers.
I love a ball gown. A lot of bling. Bling, bling, bling.
They can't say I do until they say yes.
Yes!
When the dress is the right dress, all the rules go out the window.
Say yes to the dress. Saturdays at 8 on TLC.
Watch TLC, GVTC, channel 553.
At QVC, we know shopping because we're shoppers too.
We know sometimes you want to treat others. And sometimes you just want to treat yourself.
We know it's the little things that make a house a home.
And we know what it's like to budget. It's why we started Easy Pay, so you can enjoy what you want now and pay over time with 0% interest.
We created QVC for shoppers like us. And like you. QVC, by shoppers, for shoppers.
Flavor Town Market, where chefs courageously battle in games such as 5 ingredients or less, frozen food feud, and the food wheel. All yearn to taste victory.
That's crazy.
But only one will be a champion in the aisles of Guy's Grocery Games. All new, Wednesday night at 9 on Food Network.
Watch Food Network, GVTC, channel 563.
Boerne Builders is all new and bringing out their Sunday best.
We didn't get dressed up for nothing.
Every old barn unlocks new stories.
This is the initial of his great-great-grandfather.
History can't save itself, but they can.
To save it, it feels good right here.
An all-new barn.
And welcome back to Greyhound Gym. Boerne on top, 1-0. While capacity is limited inside of every venue within the UIL, those that are able to get in having a good time here at Greyhound Gym, to include the students sitting behind the Boerne bench. Boerne impressive in the first set, a 25-18 victory over Blanco. Greyhounds looking for a 3-0 start of the season. And again, this Boerne team is yet to drop a set here in the young part of 2020. Second set is underway. You'll notice, by the way, that the two teams did not switch sides as is customary in volleyball. Another measure taken in terms of social distancing and trying to battle the coronavirus. Boerne starts the second set with a point after a good volley between the two. It's 1-0 Greyhounds on top as Madison Jones serves again. Good swing for the left side from Presley Young, and Blanco ties the second set at 1-1. Again, Blanco looked very strong early on in the first set, but Boerne kind of took over. Wound up winning at 25-18. Blanco ended the first set on a high note, as they were able to mount a little bit of a rally to cut into the lead, and now Blanco here takes or falls behind 2-1. The point goes to Boerne. Front line for the Greyhounds of Madison Jones, Kendra Schwartz, and Lauren Roberts. What a first set Roberts had. Not only do you see the wrist and elbow bumps there, but you also notice that the chairs are spaced apart as well. Everybody doing their part as we try to return to sports and some normalcy here in South Texas. It's now tied 2-2. as Lily Porter prepares to serve here for Blanco. Standing serve, received by Boerne. Adams, nice shot for the left side. Good defensive play, though, made by Presley Young, but Blanco unable to return. As Boerne takes the lead again. Addison Amick, the libero, serving now for Boerne. Again, very good at the service game last week. 7 aces in the wins over Comfort and Jordanton. But there, the service there ties the match. Ties this second set again at 3. Here's Presley Young. Roberts had it deflected. LaRue with a shot, trying to go cross court. Tori Adams with the point. Missed block attempt there for Blanco. Boerne back in front, 4-3. You see Adams again flying in for the left side with the right hand. As Roberts has a serve for Boerne, and not a good pass. Blanco got away with one there. They got away with it, and it pays off as Blanco wins the point. Coach Pettibon making some adjustments on the court. Good play there from Amick to keep it alive. LaRue off her back foot. Good play from Roberts on the diving attempt. There's the whistle for a double hit against Boerne. And Blanco has his first lead of set 2 on top 5-4. Jump serve too strong there from Rayleigh Ferris. Rotates out now for Blanco. Speaking of rotations, Tori Adams back to the Boerne sidelines as McKenna Mann takes over for service for Boerne. And the senior serve is over. Left side has been very good for Boerne tonight. Bridget Brock that time on that play for the Greyhounds. Nice setup again from Madison Jones as she records the assist. Some miscommunication there for Blanco results in a Boerne point. You saw on the back row both Lily Porter and Olivia actually go for that ball. 3-point run for Boerne on top 7-5. Service there for Mann. Back down to a 1-point Boerne lead. Romero's shot got blocked. Gets another chance. Roberts couldn't get that one over the tape, and we're tied again at 7. Talked about Blanco, all the success the Panthers had a year ago, the early season struggles so far this year. Coach Carnes talking about this team has made the comment that passing is going to play a major role in the team's success or failure here in 2020. The serve-receive game is something you hear about all the time, along with the ability to pass. As Blanco unable to receive that shot well from Bridget Brock, it's an 8-7 Boerne lead. That serve just wouldn't climb over the tape there for Ashley Klingman. Ties us again at 8. With Blanco serving again, it's Emily LaRue. One of those 3 all-district returnees for the Panthers here in 2020. Brock's shot got blocked. Good play. Carly Romero on the front line along with Casey Eskew. Haven't seen much of Eskew tonight. And the Panthers have built a 1-point lead. This Blanco team will next play against Fredericksburg on Friday. A team that Blanco beat last week. Romero has a shot tipped. Dangerous ball there. Played well by the Panthers. Here's a setup for Young, and the shot almost sails out of the gym. And we're tied at 9. The district opener for Blanco 5 weeks away. They'll kick 25-3A playoff against Lago Vista. As Boerne serves, as Madison Jones. Jones is set up for Brock again from the left side. And Madison Jones, her assists to that side have been on point so far tonight. Ball's on a tee there for Brock. Received by LaRue on the serve. Blanco able to return. That time a back set for Roberts, got denied. Good play by Presley Young. This volley though continues. Brock again, that time to the changeup and scores again. 2-point lead, Boerne 11-9. And Bridget Brock has been making plays this evening. She and Laura Roberts have been officially a problem for Blanco so far tonight. No problem there for the Panthers. Back to within 1. It's 11-10. Again, Boerne has never lost to Blanco. A perfect 9-0 dating back to 2011. One of the 14 non-district wins last year for Boerne came in 4 sets over these Panthers. And that time, Laura Roberts not in a position to make a play. We're tied again at 11. Very back and forth so far in set 2 after Boerne won the first set by a comfortable 25-18 margin. Glore standing serve, received by Boerne. Back set for Brock. Another block there for Blanco. Double hit, the whistle blew before Presley Young had a chance to get to it. Rotations here for Boerne. Bridget Brock, a well-deserved break, is out along with McKenna Mann as Tana Lux back into serve. And there's Brock to the sideline. She has been very impressive tonight. Lux's serve. Leads to a Romero shot. And the whistle blows. Boerne couldn't get it over. We're tied at 12. Into serve now for the Panthers, Lily Porter. Again, this is a Blanco team trying to end a 2-match losing streak. Got swept in a doubleheader last Friday against Candy Lake and Peaster. After splitting a doubleheader last Tuesday, Boerne a perfect 2-0 in the year. Wins over Comfort and Jordanton, both in 3-0 sweeps. Blanco now on top, 13-12, but that serve was out, so we're tied again at 13. Now Addison Amick, one of 4 seniors on the team. Serving for Boerne. Whistle blows, another double hit against the Panthers. And now 2 straight scored by the Greyhounds. Amick, one of the better defensive players in District 28 4A, also a pretty impressive serving specialist. Picks up the ace. It's 15-13 Boerne. Make it 2 in a row for Addison Amick. That'll lead to a timeout for Blanco. So again, the service game very strong in week 1 for Amick, and has carried that over here in the early part of week 2, which continues on Friday as Boerne hosts the Hondo Owls here from Greyhound Gym. A match we'll have for you again this Friday on the Greyhound Sports Network. That'll end a season-opening 4-match homestand for the Greyhounds before playing their first away from Boerne, Texas. A 16-13 Greyhound lead. Boerne has scored 4 in a row and maybe creating some separation here, as Addison Amick continues to serve here for the Greyhounds. Final words from Jane Carnes, the Blanco head coach, to her team. Greyhounds won that first set 25-18. 3-point lead, their largest of set 2. Amick's jump serve. Aimed towards the back line. From the right side, Rayleigh Ferris got a running start, but the swing went down and the ball went into the net. Now 5 in a row for the Greyhounds. Amick again. And the Panthers in the scoring run for Boerne and draw to within 3. Some relief there for the Panthers to not only score and break that scoring run, but to get Amick off service. Here's Presley Young now for Blanco. Nice play from Lauren Roberts. Blanco's back line has been playing back when Roberts is prepared to swing, anticipating that heavy swing from the right hand. But that time took something off of it, and the Panthers caught out of position. Roberts with a serve, received by Glore. Adams had the shot sent back over. And Blanco draws back to within 3. It's 18-15 Greyhounds. It's been a fairly back and forth second set, but now the lead is growing larger for the Greyhounds. On top by 4, now 6 points away from a 2-0 lead. And back to the bench, Tori Adams, along with Tana Lux, as we see Madison Adams in a serve for the first time tonight. LaRue with a shot for Blanco, sneaks in just inside the line. Good shot there from Emily LaRue, the junior. So Blanco right now trading points with Boerne, but they can't afford to do that much longer. Need a scoring run, down 3. Off the railing, again that ball remains in play, but Blanco unable to return. 4th hit leads to a 4-point Boerne lead. Boerne scores on this point, this serve. I'd venture to guess that Coach Carnes will call for another timeout. Here's Ashley Klingman. From behind the 6-foot line, the shot from Blanco. Good play there for the Panthers on defense. Good block. Carly Romero again teaming up with Casey Eskew. And it's 20-17. Good serve. A ball that almost hit the floor. Nice cross-court shot. There's that left side again for Boerne. Jasmine Phillips that time on the play for the Greyhounds. And Boerne, a 4-point lead and 4 points away from a 2-0 advantage. It's 21-17. Dangerous ball there. Who's in the net? It is Blanco. The call is against Olivia Atchley. And head coach Jane Carnes talking to the data official. Leads to a timeout. 22-17, Boerne on top. The Panthers have now used their 2 timeouts here in the second set. In danger of falling behind 0-2. Again, this for a team which has lost 2 straight. As we remind you again, coming up Friday, Boerne hosting Hondo. A match we'll have for you here on the Greyhound Sports Network. Be on the lookout for more volleyball coverage and football coverage of Boerne High School athletics in the coming weeks and months ahead. Greyhounds looking to compete among the district's best again in 28-4A. This volleyball team finished second in the district a year ago. Wimberley always seems to be the team to beat. The district. Kenya Lake has also been very good. Out of the timeout, Greyhounds on service. Good back set for Roberts. And now you see why the Panthers have been playing back so much tonight. And Roberts' shot. Boerne is 2 points away from that 2-0 lead. It's 23-17. Madison Jones, left-handed serve. Received by Blanco. Here's a shot. Got deflected. Dump play, and it's ruled a double hit against Boerne. So Blanco back to within 5, 23-18. But the Panthers here need a big rally. The serve from J.C. Glore, that'll help get a rally started. It's 23-19 now. And the Panthers have surpassed their point total from the first set. Good serve again from Glore. Bump set up to Roberts, into the net. 3 straight scored by Blanco. Timeout taken by Boerne. First time that Coach Pettibon has called a timeout here in the second set. Again, this is her 12th season, approaching 400 career wins. Last year guided this team to a second-place finish in 28-4A play and to the second round for a second consecutive year. The Greyhounds have not missed the postseason since early in Coach Pettibon's tenure. 9 straight playoff appearances for the Greyhounds. And that was a quick conversation with her team. Huddle is broken. As we resume play. There's 3 in a row scored by the Panthers. And now Blanco within striking distance. But now Boerne is a point away from taking your 2-0 lead. Another good assist from Madison Jones. Setting up Kendra Schwartz. Now the Greyhounds trying to end it. And back to serve for Boerne is Jasmine Phillips. Again, Boerne a perfect 7-0 in sets played. Not 8-0 yet. Service there, and the Panthers have life here. But they have to score the next 3 at minimum to extend this set. That shot is ruled out, and Boerne will take a 2-0 lead. So the Greyhounds remain perfect in sets played as they take the second set tonight. 25-21. Greyhounds on top, 2-0. Start of set 3 coming up after this on the Greyhounds Sports Network.
What's up, boys?
That's up ball.
Let's talk about the Nationals. Pitching is still king. We got to get Mike Trout in the playoffs.
The Yankees they're loaded. He wants to win that Cy Young, and he's going to win that Cy Young.
Do you like pimping home runs?
I love all that stuff. Sometimes you got to let them know who hit it.
Watch FS1, GVTC, channel 515.
What's up, boys?
That's up ball.
Let's talk about the Nationals.
No matter what they want.
I am obsessed with ostrich feathers.
I love a ball gown. A lot of bling. Bling, bling, bling.
They can't say I do until they say yes.
Yes!
When the dress is the right dress, all the rules go out the window.
Say yes to the dress. Saturdays at 8 on TLC.
Watch TLC, GVTC, channel 553.
At QVC, we know shopping because we're shoppers too.
We know sometimes you want to treat others. And sometimes you just want to treat yourself.
We know it's the little things that make a house a home.
And we know what it's like to budget. It's why we started Easy Pay, so you can enjoy what you want now and pay over time with 0% interest.
We created QVC for shoppers like us. And like you. QVC, by shoppers, for shoppers.
Flavor Town Market, where chefs courageously battle in games such as 5 ingredients or less, frozen food feud, and the food wheel. All yearn to taste victory.
That's crazy.
But only one will be a champion in the aisles of Guy's Grocery Games. All new, Wednesday night at 9 on Food Network.
Watch Food Network, GVTC, channel 563.
And welcome back to Greyhound Gym here on the campus of Boerne High School. Greyhounds on top 2-0. They took the first set 25-18 over Blanco, and then the second set 25-21. Greyhounds looking for a 3-0 sweep and for a 3-0 start to the 2020 season. Again, the Greyhounds opening the year with a couple of sweeps over Comfort and Jordanton, on the verge of a third straight sweep to open the young season. Blanco again last played a doubleheader this past Friday on the wrong end of a couple of sweeps. So it's been a while since Blanco's won a set, but again, very competitive so far tonight. Very competitive in the 2 sweeps last week against Kenyon Lake and Peaster. We'll see if the Panthers can extend things to a 4th set here this evening. Down 0-2, we're underway. That's a good start for Blanco. Early 1-0 lead for the Panthers. Emily LaRue back to serve again. With Blanco on top early. Big swing there from the middle. Kendra Schwartz on the play for Boerne. Junior looked very good. Or she looked very good as a junior last year, playing in the middle, had over 14 blocks. Senior makes a play on the last Boerne point, but that serve goes out as Blanco pulls ahead, 2-1. And J.C. Glore, the libero for the Panthers in the white jersey. Serves with Blanco on top here early. Roberts punches that over. As Romero returns for Blanco. Little jump set up there by Madison Jones. Two teams returning the ball back and forth. There's a shot from Roberts. We were waiting on it. It comes there for the right side for Roberts. Really impressive in the first set. Dominated the Panthers to the tune of a 25-18 first set victory. Roberts not as impactful in the second set. But that shot ties things up at 2-2. Left side shot from Presley Young got denied, but out of bounds. So Blanco takes the lead, 3-2. Here you see the shot from Young, the block attempt there from Boerne. The ball refused to stay in. It's 3-2, Panthers on top. As Porter serves for the Panthers. Young again. Good defensive play there for the Panthers. Two players teaming up on the block in the middle. Glore able to dig out that shot from the back right corner. Jones is set up. A shot from the left side has worked for Boerne all night. Not that time. Too much on the hit from Roberts. Got a 4-2 Blanco lead. Setting serve aimed right towards Zamek, the libero. Jump set for Roberts, and that time doesn't miss. Lauren Roberts, another big shot. And Boerne pulls to within one. Amick with a perfect pass to her teammate Jones. And then Roberts there for the left side delivers the hammer. Shot falls behind the back line. And not by much. Back out to a 2-point Blanco lead. And here is Presley Young, who's played very well tonight. The senior all-district player from 2019 serves. Got the better of the Greyhound player in the back line, McKenna Mann. Ball kept alive by Amick. And we continue play. Back set there for the Panthers, and Rayleigh Ferris cashes it in. Panthers playing with some resolve here in this third set. Now on top by 3. Young serve right to Amick. And that time Madison Jones trying to catch the Panthers sleeping a bit. Chose not to go for the set, went for the kill. And now 7-3, Blanco the lead. Good serve again from Young. 8-3, Blanco on top. 4 straight scored by the Panthers. And this their largest lead of the night. Jones, back set, Roberts, right to Presley Young. Dump play, Blanco, yes. Olivia Atchley found the soft spot, and that is now 5 in a row scored by the Panthers on top by 6. It's 9-3. Amick taps her chest, says that's my mistake as Coach Pettibon calls for time. This is the best stretch we've seen Blanco play this evening. It has been 6 unanswered score by the Panthers and on top by 7, 10-3. Greyhounds pinned into a corner here early in the third set, but on top 2-0. Again, there you see Coach Pettibon, her gator mask, up along with the players as they visit with her in the timeout. Going back to what we said earlier in the telecast, that this Boerne team, which was chronicled in the San Antonio Express News for the safety measures they're taking in order to continue to play, Coach Pettibon saying we're going to do whatever it takes to play. They want to badly. They want to not only start but finish this season. And it will continue this Friday as the Greyhounds host the Hondo Owls. A match we'll have for you here on the Greyhound Sports Network as Boerne wraps up its season opening 4-match homestand. So far, perfect 2-0 with wins over Comfort and Jordanton. Young out of the timeout serves again in the timeout. Worked out well for Coach Pettibon of the Greyhounds. Disrupting the service rhythm from Young and ends a 6-0 scoring run for Blanco. Now the Greyhounds' best server, Amick, sends it over. Jones, a jump setup, perfectly done for Tori Adams. The left side working to Boerne's advantage again. First hit to Amick, another great pass to Jones, and then Adams on the finish. Scoring again, Tori Adams. Adams and Laura Roberts have been the kills leaders again for Boerne this evening as they were in the 2 wins last week. And since the timeout, 3 unanswered scored by the Greyhounds. That streak ends on a service there by Amick. So Blanco serving with a 5-point lead. Rotations for Blanco will send Tony Daniels back to serve. Adams that time, too much on the swing with the right hand. Back out to 6-point Panther advantage. Good serve. Good recovery, though, made by Madison Jones. And a free ball now for Blanco. LaRue with a shot around the defense of Madison Jones and Ashley Klingman. So after a 3-point Boerne run following the called timeout from Coach Pettibon, 3 straight scored by the Panthers. It's 13-6. Adams ends that streak on another shot off the side of the face of Lily Porter. It's 13-7. And here's Madison Jones, the sophomore who was named All-District last year as a freshman with the serve. Glore from the back row. Good eye there from the Greyhound back line. Cuts the lead down to 5. It's 13-8. Boerne trying to keep this undefeated season going early on here in 2020. Off of Porter, the first hit. LaRue. Good play from the left for Blanco. Emily LaRue puts Blanco back on top by 6. Again, we saw 6 sets from Blanco this past Friday on one of our sister networks. This might be the best set we've seen the Panthers play all season. Shot goes out as Boerne's deficit grows to 7. A 15-8 Panther lead. Olivia Ashley with a jump serve for the Panthers. And Presley Young had that ball eat her up a bit on that bump attempt. Ends the run there for Blanco. There you see Young at the top of your screen, unable to make the play. LaRue shot, did it stay in the lines? It did. Good aim there from LaRue. She's played well in the third set as Blanco has built a 7-point lead, trying to extend the match and hand Boerne his first set loss of 2020. And LaRue charged again from behind the 6-foot line. Didn't get there in time to make the play. And now Tori Adams, the sophomore, will serve for Boerne, deep behind the back line. It's a running start. Point for the Greyhounds. Boerne pulls to within 5 at 16-11. As Adams scores again. Service there. It is 17-11 Blanco. Good save attempt there from Presley Young. Ball will stay in bounds. The Greyhounds have been within this 5-6 point window for a while now, but eventually they're going to have to close this gap, as Blanco's 8 points away from extending things here. Back set, Romero's shot lands in. Carly Romero, a couple of nice kills tonight, also a couple of nice blocks for Blanco. The lead back out to 6. And Blanco creating some separation. It's 19-12. Leads to a Coach Pettibon timeout. Blanco has been in control the entirety of this third set. It was back and forth early. It was 3-3, and then Blanco pulled away, scored 6 unanswered to take a big lead. And since then, the match has been pretty even, but that's not good news for Boerne, as the Panthers have been hovering around again. It's 5, 6, 7 point lead since then. Coach Pettibon again trying to use this timeout to rally the troops and also perhaps break the rhythm and momentum for Blanco. We saw earlier in the match a timeout she used and the serving rhythm for Presley Young. Immediately following the timeout, Young committed a service error. Let's see if this timeout has a similar effect in the Greyhounds' favor. With Boerne down 7, 19-12, the Blanco lead. No service there. There for Blanco, and the Panthers score to take an 8-point lead. Boerne needs 13, Blanco needs 5. The math problem doesn't work in Boerne's favor right now, but that will help. Greyhounds crawl to within 7. Coach Carnes has not had to use timeouts in the third set for Blanco. After the last Boerne point, It's Roberts serving for the Greyhounds. Here's Young. Good play for Blanco. And the Panthers are 4 points away from forcing a fourth set. Standing serve, a line drive shot behind the back line. Greyhounds back to within 7, but again, Boerne needs a 5 or 6 point rally. And they do have their best server now behind the back line in Addison Amick. Adams got blocks. Good defense from the Panthers. The volleyball continues. Bump set from Glore. Free ball from Adams. Here's a shot. Kept alive by Roberts. And the Panthers take the point. The best that Blanco has played this evening, and the Panthers are 3 points away from forcing another set here tonight. Great effort on the part of Roberts, but the point goes to Blanco. Boerne pulls within 7. But again, there is no margin for error right now for the Greyhounds. And here's Madison Jones. Behind that deep left corner. LaRue's shot. Kept alive by Blanco. And the Panthers score again. Well, the effort on the part of the Panthers has been quite the sight to see here in the third set. After this blocked shot, look at the Panthers making plays from the floor. A lot of Greyhounds caught cheating up towards the 6-foot line. And as a result, Blanco now 2 points away. Good diving play made by Glore. There's that effort we talked about from Blanco. This point, though, will go to Boerne. Back to within 7 again. But far too much exchanging of points here for Boerne over the past several minutes. Romero with a shot. She's played well tonight. Double hit against Boerne. And it is set point for Blanco. And the Greyhounds stay alive to see at least one more serve. The Greyhounds being tasked with having to score 7 straight to extend this third set. Adams a jump serve. Boerne stays alive again. It's 24-18. Good play at the net made by Boerne. That was Kendra Schwartz. And there will be no sweep tonight. The Panthers, resilient in the third set, take it 25-18. And we will have a fourth set here from Greyhound Gym. It's coming your way after this on the Greyhounds Sports Network.
What's up, boys?
That's our ball.
Let's talk about the Nationals. Pitching is still king. We got to get Mike Trout in the playoffs.
The Yankees are very loaded. He wants to win that Cy Young, and he's going to win that Cy Young.
Do you like pimping home runs?
I love all that stuff. Sometimes you got to let them know who hit it.
Watch FS1, GVTC, channel 515.
No matter what they want.
I am obsessed with ostrich feathers.
I love a ball gown. A lot of bling. Bling, bling, bling.
They can't say I do until they say yes.
Yes!
When the dress is the right dress, all the rules go out the window.
Say yes to the dress. Saturdays at 8 on TLC.
Watch TLC, GVTC, channel 553.
At QVC, we know shopping because we're shoppers too.
We know sometimes you want to treat others. And sometimes you just want to treat yourself.
We know it's the little things that make a house a home.
And we know what it's like to budget. It's why we started Easy Pay, so you can enjoy what you want now and pay over time with 0% interest.
We created QVC for shoppers like us. And like you. QVC, by shoppers, for shoppers.
Flavor Town Market, where chefs courageously battle in games such as 5 ingredients or less, frozen food feud, and the food wheel. All yearn to taste victory.
That's crazy.
But only one will be a champion in the aisles of Guy's Grocery Games. All new, Wednesday night at 9 on Food Network.
Watch Food Network, GVTC, channel 563.
After taking the first two sets, the Greyhounds dropped the third, losing a set for the first time here in the young 2020 season. Blanco, very resilient in set three, took an early 10-3 lead. They did not relinquish as Blanco won that third set 25-18. And now the Panthers trying to force a fifth and deciding set as Boerne opens up this fourth set on service. Again, the Greyhounds unbeaten on the year, 2-0. The Panthers come in 1-3. And Blanco, a good start, perhaps picking up from where they left off in set three. On top early, 1-0. Really good play in that third set from Emily LaRue, Presley Young, Carly Romero. Really all-around team effort from Blanco as the Panthers fourth of four set tonight. The ball that just got over for the Panthers. Young, the shot, dug out by Amick. Roberts off the tape as Glore makes a play, backpedaling for the Panthers. Good long volley between these two. Brock the shot, right to the back line though, and Blanco able to return. Another good defensive play from Amick for Boerne. The longest volley we've had tonight continues. Ends with a Blanco play at the middle. Rayleigh Ferris. Long volley. Some in attendance thought there was a fourth hit by Blanco. It was ruled, though, that initial hit was a block. So Blanco has the early 2-0 lead. But that shot from Bridget Brock sneaks in. It's 2-1. That'll send up Taylor Adams for the Greyhounds to serve. Romero Aiming towards the back line. And Boerne unable to return. Since the end of the second set, Blanco has outplayed Boerne. Won that third set by 7 on top here early 3-1. Adams cross court for Schwartz. So Tori Adams usually on the attack for Boerne, that time with the setup. And now Schwartz a chance to tie things up on her serve. And she will. Emily LaRue couldn't handle that serve as the ball sails towards the stands. It is 3-3. And the senior will serve again. Too strong. As LaRue ducks out of the way. Want to make sure she didn't make any inadvertent contact on that serve. Lead is 4-3 Blanco. Serve received by Adams, flying in Roberts. And we're tied at 4. Roberts, the team kills leader through the first 2 matches, has led the Greyhounds in kills again tonight. Well, bump set there, dangerous ball, and the Greyhounds make the play, or no, they're going to say Boerne was in the net. Madison Jones called for touching the tape. And the Greyhounds deny their first lead of set 4. As Tony Daniels is in to serve now for Blanco. But that error ties things up at 5. And now number 5 in to serve for Boerne, McKenna Mann, first-year varsity player. 1 of 5 on the team. Again, 7 seniors gone from last year's area round playoff team. Greyhounds locking and reloading here in 2020. And after a 2-0 start, they're facing some adversity tonight. Again, the Greyhounds swept Comfort. They swept Jordanton. They built a 2-0 lead this evening. But Blanco not going away quietly. There's Roberts behind the 6-foot line. Dug out though by Ashley. Ashley with a shot there, but Amick on the play for the Greyhounds. Another long volley between these two. Point Blanco. The Panthers have been the ones coming out on top of these long volleys as of late. Back out to a 2-point Panther lead at 7-5. Serve received by Amick. Here is the setup for Phillips. Blanco returning, but not successfully. Ashley short-handed that shot, and it's 7-6. And you'll see Amick kind of on a back pedal towards the end of this play. Unable to get enough power on that shot. And there couldn't chase down the pass from the back row. And we're tied at 7. It's Addison Amick, the libero, serves again for the Greyhounds. Did it stay in? It did. Another ace for Addison Amick tonight. Against 7 of the 2 wins last week. That is 3 unanswered scored by Boerne. Amick aims for the same spot. Good shot from the back row from Emily LaRue. So again, you go back to the score is 10-3 in the third set. It was even after that. Blanco won that set 25-18, but so that was an even 15-15 split. Well, here we are in the fourth set, even through 16 points, but even no more. Blanco back in front, now 9-8 on 2 unanswered. Dump play for Boerne works. Madison Jones got Blanco's defense out of position. And now she'll go back to serve. Talked about the seniors on this team, 4 of them. Also 4 sophomores, and they play a big role. Lauren Roberts, Madison Jones, 2 of them. All district as freshmen last year. There's a pause in the action to make sure the rotations are square for the 2 teams. This conversation happening right now, the scores table with our data official and the official scores. So again, Boerne won the first set 25-18. Won the second set 25-21. Blanco came back to win the third 25-18. And it looks like that everything has been cleared. Here the scores table, and we resume play. Tied at 9. And Boerne serving, it's Madison Jones. Whistle. And the violations against Blanco. After a brief conversation with the up official by the Panther players, they're satisfied with the call. Boerne back in front of what's been a back and forth 4 sets, 10-9. Glore receives. Free ball sent over by Eskew. Roberts. Great play by Glore. Got her hand underneath the ball before it hit the court. And that shot goes out for a Boerne point. Greyhounds weren't happy initially with the lack of a call of that play there. Lord's kind of blocked off by the post, but she was able to get a hand underneath the volleyball, although Boerne winds up with a point anyways. Blanco calls for time. 3 unanswered scored by Boerne as the Greyhounds have taken an 11-9 lead. Again, coming up Friday, the Greyhounds hosting the Hondo Owls, closing out a season opening 4-match homestand for Boerne. First serve at 6 p.m. this Friday on the Greyhound Sports Network. Early part of the 2020 season, you look back at last year's team, they went 22-21. 7 seniors from that team gone, to include All-State honoree Jasmine Nelston. But Boerne still with a lot of talent back. And looking to aim towards a 28-40 title. Greyhounds still serving out of the timeout. Madison Jones has served the last 3 for Boerne. Glore with a diving reception, but an easy play by Kendra Schwartz at the net. And that is now 4 straight scored by the Greyhounds. Good serve from Jones. And again put up on a tee for Kendra Schwartz. Olivia Ashley, difficult time receiving that serve. The pass towards the net, too close to the Boerne side. It's 12-9 Greyhounds. Romero's shot blocked, and again it is Schwartz on the play. Putting her stamp on this fourth set right now for Boerne. 5 unanswered scored by the Greyhounds. Lead balloons to 14-9. Make it 6 straight scored by Boerne. Ashley with a bump set, but LaRue unable to make the play. Again, it was a 9-8 Blanco lead. It's now a 15-9 Boerne lead. Looping serve received by Young. Romero right at the 6-foot line, able to return for Blanco. Roberts into the net, and the Panthers finally in that Boerne run. And it's 15-10. As J.C. Glore is back to serve now for Blanco. The 5'4" Libero stands as she serves and serves up an ace. The Liberos in this match, the 2 best servers for each team. Amick for Boerne, Glore for Blanco. And Glore will serve again with the Panthers pulling to within 4. Bump set for Roberts. As Boerne's back in front by 5. Again, Roberts, big impact all night tonight for Boerne. And with the rotations, Tana Lux back to serve for the Greyhounds. And now you have Tori Adams along with Lauren Roberts on that front line and Kendra Schwartz. The best front line Boerne can put out there. Schwartz, and there you see why. This has been her set. Greyhounds 8 points away from a 3-0 start for the 2020 season now, as Kendra Schwartz makes another play for the Greyhounds. 6-point Boerne lead. Here's Roberts. As Boerne takes a 7-point advantage, 18-11. Timeout taken by Blanco. Last point for Boerne. Roberts from outside the line. Good touch on it with the left hand. And Boerne again, after giving up that third set, losing it 25-18 after building the 2-0 set lead. Playing much more determined here in the fourth set, on top 18-11. Meanwhile, Blanco again trying to snap a 2-match losing streak. Split a doubleheader last Tuesday to open the season with a win over Burnett and a victory over Fredericksburg, but got swept this past Friday. Losses to Kenya Lake and Peaster. Trying to get back into the win column, but work to do here with Boerne 7 points away from taking this match and beating Blanco for the 10th straight time. These two have met in 8 of each of the last 9 years, I should say, with the exception in 2012. And the Greyhounds have won all 9 matchups, winning in 4 sets a year ago. Looking to win in 4 here tonight. Bump set for Roberts, left hand swing, too strong. And again, an effective timeout taken in this match, this time by Jane Carnes of Blanco. Immediately following the timeout, a point scored by the Panthers as they serve down 6. Amick the first hit. Roberts the third, it got blocked, and Blanco scores again. Lead is down to 5. And here's Lily Porter for the Panthers. The jump set there for Adams. Shot got blocked. And it stayed in bounds. So since the timeout, 3 straight scored by the Panthers. Adams tries again. And again. Glore the dig, the dump play. Adams in position though for Boerne. Roberts comes through again for the Greyhounds. There you see the good effort from Adams. And Roberts off her left wrist gives Boerne his 19th point. Tough ball there, 50-50 ball. Off the ceiling, and the Panthers draw to within 4. Ball snuck between the support beams above the net. Went right off the ceiling of this gym. Tough to judge that if you're Boerne, and Schwartz unable to make the play. Good play there from the left side from Ashley Klingman. Talked about it all match long. The left side has been a strong side for Boerne tonight. 5-point Greyhound advantage and 5 points away. LaRue makes the play there for Blanco. Rotation for the Panthers as Tony Daniels is in to serve. With the Panthers down 4. Adams is shot. And Lily Porter tried to lay off of it, but too late. You'll see towards the tail end of this play, Lily Porter tried to bring her hands back, couldn't, as the view is obstructed by Greyhound players. Lead back to 5 and Boerne within 4. As McKenna Mann delivers a jump serve. LaRue's shot got blocks. Glore, though, able to dig out the block. Dump play. Roberts was there for the Greyhounds. Again, typically the long volleys have gone in Blanco's favor. This one does not. As Blanco was unable to get it over in 3 hits. And now the Greyhounds 3 points away from a 3-0 start of the 2020 season. Off a support beam. Ball kept alive by Boerne. Shot goes off the tape. Good dig, though, made by Mann on the back row. This volley continues. Here's the whistle. Double hit called against the Panthers. 23-16, Greyhounds on top. Great play again by Mann, the diving save. As the Greyhounds win the point. And Mann serves again. Cross-court setup for LaRue. Here's Roberts from the 6-foot line, dug out by Porter. LaRue tries again. Here's Brock. Sails towards the Blanco bench. And the Panthers are within 6, 23-17. But on the ropes right now. One-handed dump attempt there for Madison Jones. There's a good shot from the Greyhounds, but dug out by Young. Young, though, from the back row, can't make the play, and it is match point for Boerne. And in to serve their closer, Addison Amick. Couldn't close the door on that serve. But the Panthers need a huge rally here. Have to score 6 unanswered to extend this fourth set. There's the whistle double hit called against Boerne. And we will continue. Panthers claw to within 5, 24-19 as LaRue serves again. Bump set for Schwartz. But Young was there for Blanco. Romero's shot, and the Panthers pulled it within 4. Timeout taken by Boerne. So the Panthers trying to rally back. It is 24-20. Again, we have more volleyball coverage coming up this Friday when the Greyhounds host the Hondo Owls. First serve coming at 6 p.m. here on the Greyhounds Sports Network. And still to come. And the weeks and months ahead, more volleyball and football coverage here on the Greyhounds Sports Network. And once we hit the winter and spring sports, basketball, baseball, and softball, and soccer, look for more of that to be covered as well. As we bring you everything Boerne High School athletics here on the Greyhound Sports Network. Out of the timeout, it remains match point for Boerne. Greyhounds 1 point away from a 3-0 start to the young season. On top 24-20 following the timeout taken by Coach Pettibon. 3 unanswered score by Blanco. The Greyhound players were calling to McCann the ball was out. But she makes contacts as Blanco pulls to within 3. Remains match point. Right to man again. Here's a shot from Schwartz, but right to Glore. Roberts to close the door, not yet. Schwartz with the shot, dug out. Big play made by LaRue. This volley continues. Brock bumps it over. Ashley set up for Romero, too strong, and the Greyhounds are out to a 3-0 start to the 2020 season as Boerne remains undefeated. The final point for the Greyhounds, an attacking error from Carly Romero as Boerne improves to 3-0 here in 2020 under head coach Tisha Pettibon, while the Panthers fall to 1-4. Again, stay tuned as we bring you the 4th and final match of the season opening homestand for the Greyhounds on Fridays. They host the Hondo Owls, a match we'll have for you right here on the Greyhound Sports Network. On behalf of our entire GSN crew, I'm Brain Freeman saying good night from Greyhound Gym.